Pink Lemonade, where the hell did that come from? It came from loads of different places. You know, there's like I've said, there's all these David Bowie inspirations that have gone into this new music of mine. There's LCD Sound System stuff, there's Blondie stuff, and all of that feeds in. And one of the potentially more obvious ones is that when I was 12 and I'd started learning to play the guitar, and a load of my mates had too, there were bands like Kings of Leon and the Strokes that came out when we were that age, and they were changing everyone's lives. And I was there, kind of behind, listening to Rolling Stones, listening to The Faces, older rock and roll, Chuck Berry stuff. So I came late to it. And it's not like I didn't understand it at the time, I was just digging something else a bit more. And over the years, I've gone back to it and got it more and more. And really, it was making this record, this whole new album, that I was just always looking for, where can I do something that I haven't done before? Oh, that sound, that sort of college rock and roll, garage band thing that the Strokes absolutely nailed, Kings of Leon nailed. Like and other bands have nailed too, but it's harking back to that time in my life and remembering how potent that music was that made me want to make this kind of track. And it's still sort of drenched in sort of heartache, because I think that's one of the best depictions of this kind of sound, is when you can keep that tempo up and thrash it out on guitars, but be very forlorn and kind of a bit desperate in the lyric. The video, there's kind of two different angles on the video, because Pink Lemonade is so much about escape. The chorus is full of denial, and I don't want to be in this position, I don't want to talk to you, I need to go. And the verses are so full of uncertainty, don't fall into my arms, don't ask me to repeat it, don't suffocate my heart. It made me think about these desires that we can have to escape from situations and environments that are too familiar to us. And I remember it also reminded me of when I was a kid, and I think we all have had this feeling when you're like 3 or 4 years old. You fill your pillowcase with your favourite toys, you walk downstairs and you say to your parents, I can't do this anymore, I'm leaving. And I did that in a slightly overdramatic way, and I reminisced on that kind of thing with friends who said, yeah, I did that, I had that moment. And your parents go, all right, see you later. And you go nowhere, obviously. But for some reason, that slightly sort of stroppy emotion of like, I just have to go, was one of the things that fed into this song in a big way. So there's this whole theme running through, like this whole situation and scenario running through the Pink Lemonade video, where I'm getting into this rocket. I've got my spacesuit out of the closet. I've built this thing in the garage. The house is quiet, everyone's asleep, and it's time to go. So as a little kid, that's what I would have been imagining. Like, I'm gonna get out of here and it's gonna be incredible. And you'll see at the end of the video how it's not necessarily the case. I'm glad the Strokes thing to some degree is quite obvious. Like, that is kind of the point. I am not the Strokes. Like, I'm just not. No matter how badly I might want to be the Strokes, I'm not. So I prefer the idea that there's this mad concoction of me and what people know of me as an artist mixed with Strokes-style influences and Bowie-style influences. And Bowie really sort of plays a huge part in all of it, because he was such a chameleon and evolved so much as an artist throughout his career. And I'm excited to explore doing that myself, because people have thought one thing of me in the past, and that's great. It's great to be known for something, but I want to throw people off a little bit and surprise them and show them that there's more, that's possible.